Hello, everybody. So I am Jackie Haigh. I'm one of the contributing authors to the new book, Brave. And Brave is a collection of stories by the women who have lived them. And I'm here with one of the writers, Denise Mabee. Hi, Denise. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Jackie?
I'm excellent.
Awesome.
So you know that we are interviewing all of the authors that are part of the book Brave, and we wanted to share about your story, what you wrote about, and also just yeah, to find out who you are. So, what should we know about Denise Mabee?
Hmm. Um, well, that I'm a creative. I think that's a good way to summarize it. That I come up with all sorts of ideas, and some of them I take to fruition, and others I write down so that I have the opportunity to do something with them later. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm a creative.
Hmm. Excellent. And how did you become involved in this book? Like, what interested you in participating?
Well, I was a part of a book study group, and Tammy happened to be a part of that. And she came up with this wonderful idea of creating an anthology and asked all of us who were on our book club call if we were interested. And I said yes.
Excellent. Me too. And have you ever been published before? And how did you feel about getting involved in this project?
So yes, I have been published twice. I've written two children's books, and I was excited to become involved in this project because I'm looking to write for an older audience, and so I thought this was a really golden opportunity to try that, and I'm glad I did it.
Excellent. And why do you think it's so valuable for women to share their stories with others?
Hmm. I think it's really valuable because everybody has a story. Everybody has their own narrative, and I think sharing what truly is important to each and every one of us helps others to truly understand who they are. So it's almost as though they can understand themselves better through understanding other people. And so writing these stories really helps to delve into something important that each and every one of us has to share. And in doing so, then it allows or creates that opportunity for others to connect with it on such a level, and an emotional level, such that they're able to make a difference for themselves in the end, too.
Beautiful. And tell us a little bit about your chapter and why did you want to share something so personal?
Yes, so my chapter is all about surrendering. So it's really about letting go of limiting beliefs and moving forward in a way to just let go and be free, just free to be yourself. And and so my chapter is about taking a trip down to Arizona without any plans, making any plans ahead of time. So I purchased a plane ticket. I didn't know where I was going to stay. Didn't have anything planned. Didn't have car. Didn't like anyway. So I kind of went and winged it the whole way, and I'm really glad I did because of not having any expectations. Then it
Mm,
allowed me to really enjoy the moments that I had. And
mm,
I surprised myself too in how I responded to some of the situations that otherwise I would have been a little nervous about, but I handled them nicely.
mm. Excellent. And what do you hope the readers will take away from your story?
Well, basically just that that they to let go of all of your limiting beliefs and your and surrendering. It's really so freeing, and it just allows you to step into the best version of yourself.
Mm, excellent. And as you know, that Brave will, Brave is going to be a series. There's going to be another book coming out, another series. But how did you like being one of the flagship authors of this book, being a part of the first one?
Yeah, well, it's always fun to be the first, right? It's exciting because it's starting a new adventure, and so I feel honored. I feel very honored that that Tammy asked me to be a part of this, and I know moving forward that any other anthologies that she does are going to be amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And can you talk about what the process was like for you, like writing it from the beginning to the end, and then also what kind of support that you received, being a
The
part of the
process of writing
group?
it,
Mm.
right. I have to say that writing it was I mean, therapeutic kind of comes to mind, but I'm thinking of really it's like reflecting on the journey. Like part of me was thinking eat, pray, love, as I was writing it, because it really
Mhm.
truly was just letting go and seeing what was coming next, without any plans. So I'd have to say writing it was gave me the opportunity to reflect and to really appreciate what the journey had to offer, and that I'd be more than happy to just do the same kind of thing, just choose a different location and just go and see what happens.
Yes, that's amazing. And what type of support did you receive, uh, being a part of Tammy Lowe's community, and like what kind of
Mhm.
support did you receive in this process? Because you've written books before, but this has been a new
Mhm.
one with Tammy in the group. So can you speak to that?
Absolutely. So for me, I mean, I'm a retired teacher, and so I'm always on the end of, or when I was teaching, I was on the end of, critiquing other people's work, and so
Yeah.
this was kind of a cool opportunity to sit in the other seat and to have my own work critiqued, and I really appreciated that because um, I learned a couple of things that would make my writing better. And one thing in particular is not to use that so often. I don't know how many times I did, but I had quite a few that's. So yeah, no, I found it really, really supportive and helpful, and and it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And the next question was like, can you describe the editing process? You kind of just touched on that, that you actually
Hmm.
having someone else edit it, you learn things along the way that you didn't
Hmm.
know was there. Um,
Hmm.
and some of the authors had like fear around having someone else read it. So and
Mm.
editing it, did you have that as well? Like, or no?
Um, I didn't really have a fear of it being edited. Because I looked at it as okay, let's make it better, and so I was open to any constructive criticism or anything to make it better. So I actually really appreciated having that opportunity.
Hmm.
And as I said, I learned along the way, so it was good.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Coming from the teacher lens, so you knew you were going to
yeah, I
learn
know.
something from it. The rest of us were terrified, not the rest of us. I'll just speak for myself. So there's going to be a new anthology coming out in September. Would you recommend other people who have a story that, maybe a first time author, would you recommend other people to do this process with Tammy Lowe, and why?
Absolutely, and this is like a golden opportunity for anybody who does want to become published, because it's not a full book that you're writing, so it doesn't like it could be overwhelming thinking that you're writing a full book, but just writing one chapter is not as daunting. It's easier to grasp, and so yes, absolutely, I highly recommend it. And Tammy, yes, Tammy is amazing, and very supportive and very kind and open to working with you and helping you make your work the best version it can be. So
Hmm.
yes, I would highly recommend her.
Absolutely, me too. And what's been the best part of the journey for you? Um, yeah, any gifts, surprises, thoughts?
Yeah, I think for me, collaborating with everybody, you know, this is because as I said earlier, I published 2 books, but
Mm.
that was by myself. So this was kind of fun to,
Want to share the
um,
titles of those 2 books that you've written?
sure, yeah. So the first one is My Shoe, and the
Mhm.
second one is Go Ahead and Sneeze. I Need Another Shower, Please.
Excellent.
And yeah, yeah. So yeah, so this was a really great opportunity to collaborate, you know, and to work um, towards creating something together and supporting each other along the way and listening to each other's ideas and sharing your ideas to support them and so yeah, so it was a beautiful collaborative activity.
Hmm. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
was. I felt very supported through this whole process as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love what you said about, if you've wanted to write, doing the anthology like this, it's like you get to do one little chapter. So you're taking a little bite at being an author. So I love
Mm-hmm.
that you shared that. So is there any other final thoughts you want to share, Denise, before we end this interview?
Yeah, just surrender, baby. I'm telling you. Just surrender. Let go of all those limiting beliefs and just be free to be the best version of you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time and
Thank
thanks for
you.
joining us.
It's my pleasure.